Yo, what's going on, guys? Tuesday, April 8th around 1 p.m. Heading to the gym right now, and figured I would just take a minute to kind of explain the AMPT series that we're running. This is episode, I believe, 47, and I think I've decided over the last couple of days I'm going to bring the series to an end at around episode 50. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to stop vlogging or filming me in the gym or cooking or whatever, but I just think, it's time for something new. The AMPT series was started as a journey or a comeback, kind of documenting my progress after my lower back injury. So it was something that I wanted people to be able to relate to, and from the feedback, a lot of people were able to. Sometimes we all get caught up thinking, why me? Why did this happen to me? Why do I have to be the one that's injured? And they forget that there are thousands of other people out there who are going through the same, if not a lot worse, situations, injuries, whatever the case is, that is taken away from something they love doing. So I wanted to share how I kind of cope with that and the steps that I take in order to achieve mental and physical toughness, which is the acronym AMPT. So for me, it was more of a mental battle than anything. Physically, it sucked not being able to go in there and train lower body. I wanted to squat and deadlift and everything, but I knew that was just going to set myself up for another injury. So I had to back off. And mentally, to go into the gym and not train a certain body part or a squat or anything like that was the hardest thing to do. Because a lot of us go into the gym and we let our ego take over and we say, you know what, I feel okay, I'm going to squat anyway. To be able to go into the gym and tell yourself, no, don't do that because you'll be a dumbass if you get hurt again, was not easy to do, but I managed to pull through. A lot of you guys offered a ton of support and encouragement over time, and lately I've been hitting PRs. So, I don't want people who follow my journey to confuse it with their own journey. So everyone deals with injuries differently. For me, the herniated discs in my lumbar spine was something that I dealt with on a professional level with a therapist and a chiropractor, and I was going weekly to make sure that I was getting better and progressing in the right direction. And lower body training was out for a few months, and I started incorporating deadlifts again, and I've been hitting PRs. So it's not the end of the world when you're taken away from the gym for a little while, or when you're told you can't do a certain lift or exercise. Mentally, again, it's going to be hard to deal with because you see everyone else on YouTube doing it, but it's a battle of you versus you. That's all that matters. So I'm really happy with the way things are going. I think that I dealt with this pretty well. I'm not 100% completely pain-free. There are times where I get occasional flare-ups, but I'm still going to physical therapy. And I just felt it was time to kind of turn over a new leaf, maybe start a new series now that spring is here and summer's coming. We can do some stuff outdoors, and I can get a lot more entertaining footage. I know the shit gets boring when it's either me driving in the car, talking to the camera, you see me in the same angles with the same workout footage all the time doing a voiceover, or cooking or eating pretty much the same meals every day. I know that gets boring and not so entertaining, and a lot of other YouTubers say the same thing. Like, I know Kenny for a while, he hesitates to take out the camera during prep because he's like, how much do you guys want to see me eat egg whites and rice cakes and shit like that? So I'm trying to keep it as entertaining as possible, and I promise better content to come. So we'll finish off this series strong with a few more episodes. I'm heading to the gym right now to get some bench press. Hopefully we can get some footage in there. And if you guys have suggestions on maybe a new series you'd like me to start up, just leave them down in the comment section below. I'd be more than happy to check them out and hopefully start something new. So again, thanks for your support, guys, and it's time to hit the gym. Alright, what's going on, guys? So we're in the gym for a bench focused workout. This is actually week 4, the final week in this phase of my DUP program. So this is a daily undulated periodization. I'm following Russian strength methods, tempo training, and exercise sequencing. So that's what the focus on this program is for the 4 weeks. And this is day 1 of week 4. So after this, I will keep you guys posted on exactly where my training is going after my coaches and I sit down, Skype, and figure it out. But first, let's watch this bench press fail. I put 2 different weights on different sides of the bench. Huge fail. $10 on one side, $5 on the other. Alright, so after that fail, we went up in weight. What you see on the bar now is 240 pounds. The program called for 3 sets of 1. And the 240 actually went up pretty easy, which is what we set my 1 rep max at the beginning of the program. And I definitely had a few more in the tank, but I decided to just up the weight and stick with 1 rep since I've never actually tried to really max out. So what you see here on the bar is 250 pounds, and that went up pretty smooth as well. So we tried to go ahead and set a PR. Going for a PR, 265. Alright, so before we show that, this clip you see right here, even though I'm wearing the same clothes, is from last week's training session. There's 260 pounds on the bar, and this was actually a PR for me. For those of you guys who have been watching, I haven't been doing barbell bench press for too long, and I never really tried to go for a 1 rep max, but this day I was feeling good, so the 240 felt good, the 250 felt good, so I tried 260. So what you see here is actually from today, April 8th, there's 265 on the bar. And you guys will see exactly what happens. So as you guys can see, I was able to lock it out even though it was very grindy, and that was a PR for me, 265, but you'll notice a lack of excitement on my face. I didn't celebrate the PR at all. I'm really hard on myself, and I just never want to settle. So the fact that it went up so slow, I was kind of disappointed about, even though it was a PR. So I'm just always trying to get better. Alright, so here I'm just showing you my grip width on the bar. This is where I typically place my hands, my ring finger on the smooth part of the bar in between the knurling. That's my typical grip width. My buddy James suggested maybe going here in between my pointer and my middle finger, thinking that going a little bit wider might help me out a little bit more, giving me a better angle and leverage. So I might try that out in the future. I did try it in this session. I put on 225 for a couple of sets of 3 with that wider grip, and you'll notice I'm kind of struggling to get that grip comfortable. But the weight actually felt pretty good and went up pretty easily. So needless to say, it's something that I probably will try out to see. Maybe it will help me in the future. You always got to, mess around with things. You get comfortable doing something for so long and you hesitate to try something new, but this is something that I'll probably give a go and see how we feel in the future. And that's pretty much it for this video, guys. You'll see one set of pull-ups that I filmed. I had 4 sets of 10, and then after that, some lat pull-down, and that was about it. So thanks for the support, guys. I appreciate you watching. Hopefully you're still enjoying the AMP series, even though it is coming to an end shortly. For those of you guys who aren't familiar or didn't know, I do have the website up and running, www.fusarofitness.com, where you can purchase the shirt that I'm wearing in the video, as well as a stringer, or if you need an online coach or personal trainer, just hit me up. So thanks, guys, and I'll talk to you later.